Zach Sang and the gang.
It's Zach Sang and the gang. We're hanging out in the studio right now with possibly the king of Vine, right? Could we call you the king of Vine?
Where is he?
I think he's right here. Nicholas Megalis. No. Hello, sir.
How you doing?
You are very talented.
Thank you.
Heather's obsessed with you.
Just a tiny bit.
Heather.
Hey, what's up?
You full-blown obsessed.
I'm full-bloon obsessed.
Do I have to get a restraining order?
Not yet. No. I don't know where you live yet, but when I do find out.
Well, I live at 5730 something lane. Fill in the
Fill in the blank.
Fill in the blank.
Heather,
no,
did
that's
you
not
catch all
even.
that?
I'll be staring through your window today.
5747 Sunny Bird Lane. Does that sound real?
No.
No, it sounds
not
like
for New York.
No, it's not real.
Sunny Bird Lane.
Wait, how about this? 5747 Sunny Bird Lane, apartment 220.
That's Brooklyn, down the street.
2E.
Yeah.
That's much better.
Here we go.
Shelly's from Brooklyn. She knows what's up.
I do.
What's up, Shelly?
How's that
Hi.
Vita Coco?
Vita Coco. Hydrate naturally with new Vita Coco. Never from concentrate. 330 milliliters.
Perfect.
Only 60 calories per serving.
You should get an endorsement. You should endorse
Well, if Vita
Coco.
Coco's listening, Vita Coco, I love your product.
They're always listening. You should Vine with the product.
No.
Has that started yet? Like, have you started getting into that, or are you staying away from that?
Staying away from what?
Vining and kind of monetizing Vine. I was reading a few interviews that you've done in the past, right? Did you do something with Adweek?
Look what I'm doing already.
Purell, please.
Purell, get in the zone.
I think
Purell, wipe it all over.
that's AutoZone.
I think that is AutoZone. Purell, wipe it all over. Can you hear that?
Yes.
You can.
Ooh, that means
That's
you put
me.
a lot on your hands.
I put almost way too much. Not
Yeah, you don't want to
almost.
put too much on.
Because it'll get your that's their new thing is CVS hand sanitizer. Don't put too much on or you'll wipe your layers of skin
Yeah.
off.
You'll
burn your skin off.
Yeah.
They say that like you get sicker quicker. Oh, you get sicker quicker
Oh.
if you use too much of it.
Oh my God.
Because then it takes up all the bacteria that you need to fight off the germs.
Just a layer thicker and you'll get
a
quicker
little-
sicker.
Just a layer thicker and you'll get quicker sicker.
Sicker quicker.
Sicker quicker.
So look for the sticker
And don't.
and that's the kicker.
I have a question. Now, is this the process
Breaking
that it takes for you to create vines? Because
What? Just sitting around and being an idiot?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
you're rhyming things.
Yes.
Is
What
this
do you
it?
mean? Yes. I sit around and I'm just an idiot all day. No, I'm a musician.
Yeah, really.
I
know,
you're
but-
like
Really?
unbelievable.
No.
But that was your main goal.
That was I'm a
And your
musician.
passion.
I've been a musician. I've toured and done that whole thing. So I am a singer, songwriter, performer.
Performer.
I'm just an all around idiot kind of guy.
You honestly,
Who doesn't-
let's get real. You like attention. You like people paying attention to you.
Shelly does.
Well, Shelly, I guess it takes one to know one then
Yeah.
because she
Oh,
got
yeah.
me. She got me.
No,
no.
totally.
I just blew out totally. I'm watching I want to make sure I don't redline here. I mean, I joined Vine because I wanted people to look at me. I mean, yeah of course. I want people to listen to my voice
No,
and
that
see
wasn't
my
bad.
stuff.
I wasn't meaning it in
No.
a negative way.
And I'm not answering in a defensive way. I'm just saying I really want people to listen to my music and want people to see.
Yeah.
So hell yeah, I like
Yeah.
attention.
Now, has Vine gotten away?
I have since I was like a baby. And I have 2 younger siblings though, so we all fought for it.
Oh.
We
Really?
fight for attention.
How old are your siblings?
My brother is wow. He's going to be 18. No, he's 17. My brother's 17, my sister is 20. And
Wow.
I'm 24.
Do they Vine?
Mm-mm.
Do you ruin the Vine for them?
No, they just I mean, we're all kind of we all talk to each other. I talk to my brother and sister every day and we all talk about Vine as like, it's the thing Nick's doing. Let's just I don't think they watch them, but they're sick of me. They grew up with me.
Yeah.
They don't want to
They're
watch
over
6
it.
seconds of you.
Yeah, they're done.
Did
They're
he-
already done.
Did you think Vine would be so big? Would it blow up to something?
Did I think it would be big as like an app or for me or what?
I mean, kind of. I mean, for you, really. I mean, it's huge. It's really making you.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I never really thought that Vine would be. Now I could see your faces. I couldn't
That's good.
see either of your faces.
Stop it.
I'm not kidding.
We were just
it's a
blurs?
smudge.
Do you think we're good looking?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I think you are? No. Do I know you are?
You're so
yes.
kind. Are you lying about Zach being good looking?
No.
Oh.
No, I know he's good looking.
Oh.
Why would I wouldn't even be here if I didn't think he was good looking.
He judged based on that.
I can't be in the room with people who aren't good looking.
Did you Google him first?
What if that was an actual condition?
Yeah,
where-
imagine.
a condition. I mean,
Yeah.
Where you really can't
be
be in the room with ugly people?
I can't be in the room with people who are
Unfortunate
under
looking.
moderately attractive.
You know, I know some people who are like
Unfortunate
that.
looking.
It's not really a main
It's not
condition,
a disease,
but
it's
just them.
called being an asshole.
Yeah, being a douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I know a few people like that.
You know what? I guess people are crazy. It's crazy to have to judge people based on how they look or how they. It's weird that some people won't. Like I can't. You know, I only hang out with my group of friends. They're beautiful people. It's just, who are you to even say what beautiful means?
I
You know
agree.
what I mean?
I agree.
Who is your group of friends now? Because you have a lot of a lot of fellow
Oh, yeah.
Viners as friends.
Vine is most importantly out of all of it. That I'm just trying to take it all in still.
Yeah.
Because it's insane and not a normal thing. But Vine has introduced me to a core group of amazing human beings who I would consider my friends now.
Isn't that the best thing? That you could do something that you love, come out with something, walk away with something, even when it's all over.
This is so much bad. I've done so many bad interviews in the past.
Oh, really?
This is one of the best ones.
Yeah.
So far,
This is one of the ones where it's like you would ask me a question. Say, have you met friends?
have you made friends using Vine?
Or no, I we have to switch
Okay.
so I can give you the example. So I'm gonna ask. I'll be the interviewer and the guy.
Okay.
This is how it usually goes. So, have you made a lot of friends doing this? And I go, yeah, I have. It's been amazing. It's been an incredible thing. And they just sit there.
Yeah.
You're like, we're having a conversation.
I
This is
told you
great.
this in the email. I said, don't
So
worry.
good.
No, because
You're so good at this.
Thank you. I watch some of my friends do interviews all the time, and they're really wretched.
Yeah.
And we've been doing them for so long that
How did this happen? How did you get started doing this, man?
I started.
gotta know.
I started a radio show
gotta
5
know
years
this.
ago from my bedroom on the internet, and it blew up, and now we're
Rad.
nationally syndicated.
It's amazing.
It's pretty cool.
You did it on YouTube?
I did it on a version. It was what YouTube was for video. It was right around when YouTube was blowing up, actually. What YouTube was for video, Blog Talk Radio was for radio. And that's how it started.
Yep.
It started just viral. Like when I know Lucas Cruikshank, who was Fred, who blew up on YouTube, Michael Buckley.
The Buck.
Yeah, I know a lot
best.
of a lot of people who we kind of rode that wave of the
YouTube
first
is great.
content generated internet wave.
It's great. It's organic too. It's if you want to do something. I think and that's why this is easy for you to do because you've been doing it. It's the same thing. It's just in a different room.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's
all it
doing
is.
it for 6 years.
It's awesome.
I
So
mean,
cool.
But like doing Vine, I mean, I kind of give you credit in the sense that like you saw the potential of Vine before anybody else. You
Not
really,
just me.
but it reminds me back of the YouTube days, right? When you had a select few people who were making YouTube videos.
Definitely.
And if you were the first people on the scene, then you weren't guaranteed to blow up, but you were guaranteed a lot more attention than everybody else coming on at the end.
Definitely. I think the internet is, I don't think it is. I know that the internet is the most vital tool that communicators possibly could have, like in the world we live in today. And especially because if you think about it, this is a phone. Everybody's got a phone. I mean, Vine is magical because, first of all, it's your phone. It's in your pocket.
Exactly.
It's films. It's mini films. It's music. It's whatever you want it to be. If you make chairs, and you want to show off your chair collection that you've built, it's a perfect app for you there too. If you, wear people's skin and you're a murderer, it's a great.
Do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want. So yeah, I saw it as being the most amazing thing that's come along in a long time because it's it's video and audio and it's short and it's easy for me to focus on something short too because it's not as much of a commitment as what YouTube is.
Do you ever wish that your Vines were a little bit longer?
Yeah, I do sometimes, but I think I love loops, so
Yeah.
it doesn't bother me. I don't even notice that they're short because when someone has a good loop, not that I don't watch I definitely watch my own loops because I want to make them better and I like watching them because I'm a weirdo. So I like watching other people's stuff though too. And the best thing when it's a good loop, it's fun to listen to
Exactly.
over and over and over again. And that's what attracted me about Vine was because it was music.
Yeah.
There's the potentials, even you banging your head against a wall accidentally and like coughing can become an incredible music loop.
And you can loop it.
Absolutely.
And I think, some of the toughest content to create is content and some of the toughest stories to tell are stories that are told in 6 seconds.
Yeah.
It's anybody can tell. We do it all the time here on the radio because our talk breaks are super short.
Yeah.
anybody can tell a story if they're given 12 minutes. But it's the real talent that can really, capture one's attention and hold it for 6 seconds to really bring you in and really get, have you walk away with something that's everlasting.
Yeah, the people who are able to tell stories, I think, if you could tell a story from start to finish, and have it move me or make me laugh in 6 seconds, it's incredible.
But you do it all the time.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, but I'm saying there's just so many. There's such an amazing community of people on there who all do that. It's amazing.
It's insane.
I'm obsessed with it. People think that I do it, and I just upload stuff and don't participate or like watch. I fall asleep watching Vines. I wake up with the phone in my hand, and I wake up watching them because it's my whole life. It's become my whole life.
It's true love and passion.
Yeah, absolutely. Die hard love and passion. For sure.
Have you used this to move your music career forward, or
Definitely.
is it more of like? I feel like this gave you the boost and notoriety that you really deserved.
Thank you, man. Definitely. Yeah, it's. I think all stuff is important. I think you should be everywhere. If you're a musician or if you're an artist or anybody, you should be everywhere.
Now, do you consider?
Because why just do why just be one thing? So,
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, but Vine was just like YouTube, but I fell in love with Vine quicker than I fell in love with YouTube for some reason. I'm not sure why. I couldn't really explain it.
I think it was more of a challenge for you. I'm telling you, I know because we do it here every day. Is figuring out a way to really just pull someone in and have someone walk away with something that really made them laugh after 6 seconds. That is so hard.
Yeah,
that's so challenging.
I also I don't know. I like simplicity. I like stripping things down. Vine is cool because it takes you back to the Wizard of Oz days, as I like to call them. The Wizard of Oz. First of all, no one's making films like that anymore.
Yeah.
No one's doing entertainment like the way that we did it in that period of time. The reason is because we fall back on. It's easier to do it, this way, to just add that stuff in later. The Wizard of Oz was trapdoors and smoke bombs, and that's what Vine is. If you want to create an illusion, you literally buy the tools to make it, and you do it on your phone with your thumb. There's no uploading a video that you sat there and edited on Final Cut.
No CGI.
No CGI.
No post-production.
All the production guys who were like whizzes at production, those guys. It doesn't matter. You're back to square one.
Exactly.
You're back to sitting there on your in your apartment. You're putting up wallpaper to make a set. You construct something out of paper mache and plywood, and you do it in your apartment. That's how you do it. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't add the gummy worms in later, is what I'm trying to say. So it's like I like that. I like being forced to be creative and think logic and how you can.
There's no real redos.
And there's
no
not
post-production.
And also, it's an app. So it's as beautiful as it is, it's imperfect. So I can't even tell you how many times I've shot something, and it's been perfect, and then has crashed, and I've lost it. I've spent oh my god, I mean, but I also the loops. You can't tell if it's a perfect loop until you upload it. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah,
there's no way to preview
because it doesn't keep going, right?
It does keep going, but there's a lag on the preview, so I have to upload. I have to shoot the Vine and upload it every time. So I'll upload 10 times and delete 9 of them.
Jeez.
So, but I shoot them on average. I'm figuring out I shoot something about 20 to 50 times, or 30 to 50 times.
Well,
my
Dan
God.
and I found that when we were shooting ours.
Yeah.
Is that it wasn't even that our Vines were crazy elaborate. It was that you got to get it done in one take.
Yeah.
It's like doing something live, but you're adding a lot more, many more moving parts to it.
There is. So what's cool is I figured out is especially when you work with other people, you know how things just sort of work themselves out, and it strips away the unnecessary fat of the joke, as it were. Like you realize you don't need that extra I thought that he thought that. You would just go like, oh, all right. And I don't know, you strip down the joke to the necessary components.
Exactly.
And it hits harder, I think, that way.
And do you like using Vine to make things disappear, or any of the things that the stop motion is good for? It's more just you. You don't do that kind of stuff.
I don't really like to. I don't like cutting in Vines. I don't like doing multiple cuts. I kind of just like to do what can I fit in from the time that I push my thumb down to the time I let go. I like to let it just run and use the 6 seconds.
Very cool.
In just one take. But there's people who do the cuts
that are insane. They're amazing.
My friend Megan is a stop motion animator, and she does Megan Signoli, and she does she was one of the first people that I saw on Vine when there were 300 people. She was one of the first people.
That's
awesome.
crazy.
And she taps it all out. She's sitting there making stop motion, and you can get in like 150 taps, but you can get in more if you use a hot dog. That's like a trade trick. Like
Oh, okay.
instead of your finger sticks to the screen because of the oils on her hands. So if you use a fresh hot dog, uncooked, that's just
And
right
it doesn't
out of the
stick,
bag,
and you can get
and you can tap
wow.
more. So animators use hot dogs. I used to use a rubber band with a baby carrot to record hands free because I didn't have anybody to shoot it for me. So I would use a hairband and snap it on the screen and walk in front of it.
Oh my God,
That's
so funny.
awesome.
That's crazy.
That's what I love about it, though. It forces you to
Yeah.
be creative and
Yeah.
come up with.
No, it takes creativity
Solves.
to a whole new level. It's more of like problem solving, handiness. It's more of an art form.
That is
way.
what we just figured out why I didn't like YouTube as much and why I still don't like it as much. What I like about YouTube is the raw side of it. I like when somebody builds a banjo
Yeah.
and goes out into the street and just plays it and they don't edit it and they just upload it. I like raw sort of real video. I don't like, like me and my buddies rented a Red camera. We're going to go and we got all that. We got the best lights. We got some of these, D37s, 605, 360Qs. Like, I don't
We
even
have
know what.
15 GoPros attached to
Yeah,
our body, covering
that's-
from every different angle.
So, I mean, like, it's sort of almost like a gear contest. It always feels
Yeah.
like, and that's what music feels like to me for the most part. A lot of musicians that even that I'm friends with, like we'll argue about gear all the time, and I'm still working with some of the same gear that I've worked with since I was 11 years old, which is
Wow.
just like a Tascam Porta-Studio with cassette tapes,
That's awesome.
and like that's what I feel more comfortable doing that. So
That's
Wow.
very cool.
computers are great too, though, but sometimes they sort of distract you from the purpose of the whole piece. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now tell me about your music. What kind of style? For people who only know you about your vines, tell them about your music.
I don't know. I'm a weirdo. I like making all kinds of music. I want to put out a rap album.
Cool.
I would love to do a country record. But right now what I'm doing is I don't know how to explain it. I'm a singer.
Okay.
I'm a songwriter. I'm a piano player. That's like my main instrument.
Very cool.
I love punk rock. I like high energy, in your face sort of performance.
Awesome.
I like performance art more on the side of performance art than I like anything else. I think my shows, especially when we tour and do stuff like that, I want you to leave the show feeling either drained of your soul or like you've been given another one.
That's
if that
awesome.
makes sense. I just feel like I like shows. I like going to shows like that.
Yeah.
I like going to shows where
It just
I feel
takes everything out of you.
Yeah, I feel like I want to leave a show being just mesmerized.
I
And
agree.
I saw Vampire Weekend over this weekend, and they're one of the best, tightest, greatest live bands I've ever seen in my life. And they 100,000 people singing their songs. There's a reason why they headline that festival. Like,
Yeah.
they're incredible. The show leaves you stunned.
Drained.
And
Yeah.
that's what you strive
Drained.
for.
Yeah, I mean, I want to really move people, and I want to make people happy, and I want people to be excited, and I don't want them to ever walk out of something feeling like they want more, or not want more, but they didn't get what they came for.
Exactly.
Yeah, so my influences, other than like my dad, because my dad's a guitar player and a singer and an animator and a director and a writer and a voice actor. And
Sounds just
Oh,
like
man.
you.
my dad's all over the place. So, but my dad's a musician too, even though he wouldn't say he is.
Yeah.
So my dad, huge musical influence on me, gave me guitars all growing up. I got a guitar a year from my bluegrass finger-picking uncle who handed me down priceless guitars, because he just has a collection. And I
Wow.
sold most of them to support myself, but I have a couple of them left, and
Wow.
I'm not selling those, so I would have to be out on the street
Now, I have a
to
question.
sell those.
Have you used Vine for its full potential as terms of, management and moving your music and career forward?
I don't know, because I don't know what the full potential of Vine is. I'm still figuring it out. It's an ongoing experiment. Vine is just another tool, just like a tape deck is, or just like
Yeah.
a guitar is. Like, it's the same thing. So I use Vine. I use Vine in the way that I know how right now, which is just getting up and being like, I have an idea. So I have a notebook of ideas, but
Yeah.
I'm finding more and more that forcing things does not work.
No. Everything comes natural.
And just like, I'm finding the parallel now. I'm realizing, I'm like, Nick, you never did this. This never was. You never forced music. You never forced music. So don't try to force anything on Vine. And it's the same thing. People will know when you force things. People will know it. They see it. They're smart and perceptive.
But I think the way you force it, right, is not maybe in front of their face, but it's more, get your foot in the door, because I feel like Vine has given you such a personality, and it's given you so much notoriety in the sense that, like, it really gives you the possibilities because of it are now endless.
Yeah, man. That goes for anybody who's doing cool stuff on there. Like, it's an amazing platform. I'm trying to build a rocket, and I'm Greek, so the rocket will take a long time because I have a lot of cheese and stuff to eat and fat and ouzo to drink. And it's kind of like when we were told we had the Olympics coming up and the stadium wasn't even done. It's the same type of thing, but I have a hastily made rocket that is in the works.
Very cool.
And Vine is my launch pad for the rocket. And I hope that people will join me on this effed up, bizarre journey that I'm not even sure, where it's going to go or what I'm going to do tomorrow. I may wake up tomorrow and want to do a feature film and not do music. I literally might. I might. I know that's.
You can Vine it.
Yeah, and I can Vine it.
How incredible is that? A whole feature film done only on Vine in 6-second clips.
My friend is amazing. My friend Nick Gallo just did this awesome film. All the parts are on Vine. It's not a feature film. It's like a short film.
That's cool.
But him and Simply Silvio just did this weird film about a guy hunting down a man in a gorilla suit and finding him, and they go to I don't want to ruin the ending, but it has something to do with a dance party. I don't want to ruin it for you.
That's awesome.
It's really cool. I think, we should be thinking that way. We should always be thinking that way.
Yeah.
What can we do? Where can we take this? What has not happened? Like, what have we not done yet? That's what it should be.
I think that's just speaking from experience, I built a decent career off of, knowing that there's no niche for teenagers talking to teenagers and doing a radio show, and at the
and there's also nobody telling you. There should never be anybody telling you what to do.
Agreed.
And there should be never anybody telling you can't do something, ever. And if there is, walk away.
But I think that's the greatest thing about the internet.
Greatest thing about it possible.
Because it's you and only you.
Look, when people email me, you're emailing me.
Yeah, I was surprised when I emailed you.
You're emailing me and my mother. My mother organizes and sorts my email. She's the best.
That's
I love you,
awesome.
Mom.
Oh.
My mom will listen to this interview and will play it for all of her friends in the neighborhood.
That's fantastic.
She's the best. That's another thing that's important. Like, if I didn't have my family, don't know where I'd be.
Yeah.
Don't
You
know
need
if I'd
that
be in this
support.
room with
Yeah.
you.
Wow.
That's
yeah.
great, and not everybody has that support.
Not
though.
everybody has
Yeah.
that, and and I just feel blessed to have a mom and a dad and a brother and a sister, and great friends and people who love me and know what I'm about.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you get lost. You're like, am I doing the right thing? Is it working out? Is everything okay?
You
But
sometimes need that reassurance.
you definitely do, and you definitely need people who will love you no matter what.
Wow.
No matter what. That's what's important. So, not to get all
No,
oozy
that was
and
good.
weird.
Yay, that was very.
It's
deep.
so important to me, though. I had somebody recently in a business meeting tell me very, very, strictly and very seriously, you're going to need to find some serious guidance. And what they didn't know was they were just telling me that because in the world of entertainment and music and art and whatever, you need guidance and you need, and I'm not sure what that it could be. It can mean a lot of different things for everybody. It could mean management, or it could mean a mentor.
I think it's a combination of two.
It could mean a family or somebody.
Yeah.
So I talk to my dad 5 times a day on the phone and on Skype, and my dad is the best person in the world for me to talk to. He's the best person to talk to. But my mom keeps it real more than my dad does. My mom will be like, "I hate that Vine. Take it down. Take it down.
Really?
It's bad. It's not your best." Yeah. My dad will be like, "It's great."
But
But my mom is the one I listen to because my mom
She'll be
keeps
real
it
with
real.
you. Yeah.
She's legit.
Yeah.
My dad's a little softer and easier on me. My mom is,
he's the coddler.
yes, and my mom is very fiery and serious and
Awesome.
intense.
You need one of each, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You do.
Definitely. My mom has and I don't know how to put this, but my mom is always the one that if she sees something that's not good for me, she'll be like, let me call. You know what? let me call them. And she's the best. That's
awesome.
what I need.
Have you talked to Vine? Do you know the people behind Vine?
Yeah, those guys are great. They reached out with support and we're the best, and told me we like what you're doing a lot. And they also were kind enough to give me editor's pick at the beginning of the game. So they helped me. They just gave me a pat on the back, but also introduced me to a new fan base that might not have discovered me on Vine because Editor's Pick. Are you familiar with Editor's Pick?
No, I know. I see it on there when I hit Explore.
Yeah. Okay. Editor's Pick initially, it's a different thing now, but Editor's Pick initially was it's a curation sort of thing where Vine handpicks something they really like, and they, for lack of, I don't really know how to describe it. They basically force you to see it because it's on your feed.
I have that now. You can
unfollow it, though. You have to go into your settings and unfollow it, but people don't know that. But Vine was kind enough to do that for me, and they ended up they knew that they liked it, and they thought it was good, and they knew people would like it, and they were right, and that helped me tremendously.
Very cool.
That's
So exposed me to a wider Vine platform.
Very cool.
Or Vine audience on their platform. It was awesome.
Wow.
So now, like, what I'm doing now is I'm working on a record,
Okay, cool.
and I'm doing a record, and hopefully people on Vine will dig it. That's my goal. Is
Awesome.
to just get them to. I want people to hear it. So I can't. It's a surprise, but I have something in store. But let's just say that I think people are gonna. I like how when I go, but it's just
The
that.
level's
It's just
right.
that
The levels.
one.
Yes.
Well, look at that. It's just the one but in the middle of the. But I'm working on a record, and it'll be I think it's like the 3rd studio album I've done, but it's like the 6th album I've done.
Very cool.
So
and this is obviously going to be different than the rest.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, we're recording a different type of record that's a raw sort of. I don't know how the record will turn out. I'm manic and sort of my decisions. I don't know if that's even the right word. I just make decisions the moment of.
Okay.
I never really like to say this is going to be like this or this is going to be like this.
But
I
you never
always.
know.
I know it's a cop out, but for me to say like the record is a surprise, trust me, it's not just a surprise to you. It's a surprise to me what it will be.
It's a surprise to everybody.
I have no idea what it's going to be. It's just. It's organic. It's me and my friend Michael in a room with vintage 70s synthesizers, tape decks, reel-to-reel machines, guitars, banjos, ukuleles, accordions.
Incredible.
Just doing whatever we want to do for 3 weeks.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
That's what I want to do. That's what I say. Don't let people tell you what to do. Do you know how many times a band, like a year, I wish we knew how many times an up-and-coming promising young band signs away their entire work and life to the machine and ends up getting nothing out of it.
Oh, it always happens.
Why not run the show and put out stuff that's close to your heart and not water it down
Because I think a lot of
to
people
appease anyone?
A lot of people are in your position. They don't have the vehicle that you have, and I think you're very lucky with
Anybody can be in that position.
They have to
Anybody.
I think
Hard work.
hard work, opportunity.
Believe in yourself. Look around you. Be tuned in to what's happening in the world. Vine, anybody right now can sign up for a Vine account and do something that's unique and genuine to them. I'm very lucky and blessed to have found an audience on there, and I feel like it is incredible. And I would be insane to sit here and tell you that it's not a blessing. But I believe anybody can be what they want to be and do what they want to do. Anybody.
I love that. That's true.
Anybody. I'm no different than you. I'm no better than you, and you're no better than me. Anybody can do it. Seriously.
Incredible.
That's awesome.
Anybody.
I love that.
Nicholas Megalis.
Yeah.
I'm
Incredible.
serious.
No, you're awesome, dude.
Thanks,
you.
man.
Thank you so
Yay.
much for stopping by.
I appreciate you inviting me.
Dude, were we okay?
We were great. This was amazing.
Okay,
I hope I gave you something entertaining.
Will you Vine with me?
Yes, but if it my now contractually you have to say in my Vine, Nicholas Megalis is the best there is.
I'll do whatever
No,
you
I'm
want.
kidding. You don't have to say
I
that.
mean, I can do that. Nicholas Megalis is the best there is. Shout out all your stuff really quickly.
Oh,
Say
yeah.
it's your Twitter. I mean, obviously, Nicholas
best
Megalis
place-
on Vine.
The best place to check out what I'm doing is Nicholas Megalis on Vine. Look up Nicholas Megalis. No, but I'm on Twitter. It's just at Nicholas Megalis. Are people gonna know how to spell it?
Yeah, I mean, you
I'm
wanna
sure
spell
they
it
can
out?
find you.
I wish my name were John Smith.
Spell it out for everybody.
Oh, this is nice. NicholasMegalis.
There you
It's
go.
like Nicholas
Megalis.
Megalis.
Yes.
And we'll have all your information up at ZachSangandTheGang.com and at ZachSang1 on Twitter.
I love Zach Sang and the gang.
We love you.
Yay. Woo!
Nicholas Megalis, everybody. You're awesome, dude.
You guys were